Anyway, g'day. So the best thing about Australia is that you get to go out and go into these natural places like we can see around here. Beautiful. So this is actually the Maribyrnong River. It's in Sunshine, so we're actually in the city, in the dead heart of Melbourne. And this is all a lot of these trees about 50, 60 years old. There's not many trees around here that are very old, but there's lots of new housing development around here, so this is going to become quite crowded. And this path that you see so path like that, it's going to be paved soon enough. They started paving it back there. So when you visit Melbourne, not only Melbourne, Australia, even in small towns, in other cities as well, this is what you're going to get. So there's lots of nature that you can experience out in, or even close to your home, but also in the countryside as well. But we're talking about Melbourne here. So a lot of people like this Melbourne, especially Sydney, saying, yeah, Melbourne's a shithole. Yeah, I say that sometimes as well, but all in all, it's actually quite a nice place to live. It's a little bit expensive, so hopefully... Oh, look. There's a bath. Beautiful. That's a beautiful bath for you and me. Yeah, so there's lots of places to visit. Where I am now, Sunshine, this is a bit more upmarket, so we're talking about $1 million, $2 million houses. But they're quite nice. But there's lots of bird life here, so I haven't identified any of the birds. So it's probably like fairy wrens, some there's lots of different species of honeyeater, probably the New Holland's honeyeater, and as you can hear, the airport is about that way, and the planes are coming into land. So it is a bit noisy as well. What I'm looking for, I'm actually looking for the Anderson Creek Formation. It's a Devonian, I think it's Devonian formation. I just want to see if there's any outcrops here, because it usually contains fossils. But as you're walking, you're looking for snakes as well. I haven't seen any snakes or even any skinks. You might see a dragon or two, but not too many reptiles that I've seen. You probably virtually won't see any mammals. You would just mainly see bird life, and also some frogs, growling grass frog, common eastern froglet, and other species of frog that I actually haven't heard any. There's quite a few there's quite a few, it's drying out a bit, like small billabongs. So I'm talking about, that's a small billabong. And usually you hear frogs in there. You can probably see tadpoles as well. Got little insects that skip on top of the water, and you should be able to see at night time, you should be able to see possums around here as well. I'm not too sure if there's any wombats. I don't think there's any koalas. There should be an echidna. Echidnas are everywhere. The echidnas you can see at all different times of night. But here's another thing. There's a railway bridge, as you can see over there. I'm not too sure if they do use it at the moment, but you can tell by the way it's formed. It's not for passenger trains, it's for cargo trains, or even just interstate diesel powered trains. So, and then we got this. This is all rubbish collected when it was flooding. It's been deposited here, as it receded, probably because it got caught into the trees. And yeah, you can also see lots of different species. So this is a black wattle, silver wattle, eucalyptus, probably river red gum. Probably can see a manna gum sooner or later. And over here, it's a natural hill formation. It's a lot of the hill formations are mostly natural. There is an old quarry over there, so that's unnatural. But this one might contain Aboriginal artifacts, so you need to be careful if you're doing any excavating over there. And we have an old car. So when I can't go into that. So when I was growing up, I used to go around to, I think it's a Mary Creek. I can't remember the creek's name no, I can't get to that car because it's quite flooded. Anyway, the water levels are still up. Yeah, so over there you can see there's an old car. It's been dumped, it's rusted, so it's been there for a while. And if you look at the old bridge, yeah, I'd say they probably don't really use that often. Probably only a few times a week if it's still in service. Anyway, so I don't see any of the Anderson Creek Formation. Nah. So I don't see any of the Anderson Creek Formation. It's been covered in vegetation. That one looks like it might be a manna gum. Large eucalyptus tree. So if you wanted to go and look for fossils, this would not be a good place. It's covered in the Western Volcanics, so the basalt as well, which, you know, some people will find interesting. I find it quite boring. So here we have a cutting, but this just looks like it's just eroded soil. Yeah, a lot of anthropogenic accumulations of plastic. Looks like there's an old bed, and this is just soil, and you can see, yeah, there's just basalt boulders over there. So boulder over 200 millimeters in length, so 20 centimeters, and cobbles under that to 63 centimeters. Okay, so yep, nah, I'm not going to find any fossils here. It's just worth having a quick browse fairly quickly, but it's also a good walk. So anyway, if you're interested in geology in your area, then maybe just get a geological map and just go pick something you think might be an outcrop. Go to Google Maps, check to see what it's like, because sometimes you can get street views. So you go to the street view and you circle around, you can see if there's an outcrop or not. If there's no outcrop, you don't worry about it. But if there is an outcrop, then you might as well just go there yourself, get in your car, walk there, go down and have a look, just like what I've done here. But on your way, have a look at the wildlife. Not only that, have a look at the houses, the architecture. They might be interested. Planes, if you're interested in planes. So that looks like a 747-400 from Qantas. And just get interested in other things as well, not just the geology or fossil hunting, but you can identify different species of plants. So here we have, here we go, serrated tussock grass, a bloody weed that gets in your dog or cat's paws, and it actually buries itself under the skin, so it can be quite damaging to pets. And you can also find looks like roof tiles. So probably rubbish people being dumped here. Could have also been a building here one time. And it's just very interesting. So a lot of the plants around here have been revegetated, and you also got rabbit poo, and you got rabbits digging there. So rabbits live around here. If you like rabbit hunting, you can probably hunt some. There's also some other predators. They're not cat scats, they're probably something else because they have a lot of berries in them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below of any places that you like to go to. But here is the actual river. That looks quite deep down there because it's fairly still and dark. Usually, no, not usually, when it's a shallow river, the water is fast flowing because you have the same amount of water trying to escape, so it goes at a rapid pace. So this looks like Anderson Creek Formation here. Siltstone. Probably got that from excavating. So who remains? Have a nice one.